There are so many things going on in the world, so many things, that's almost hard to choose from. There's just so much stuff, um, and much of it affects me when I hear about it, or if it actually affects me actually personally, or really affects me in, the moment stuff. It is crazy, and it is but in the middle of all that, because of outside stuff, it's also your regular emotions that are going through, and that everybody else is also feeling a lot of different things, and everybody else is being affected. It's like you're not alone. It's crazy. Welcome to 50 Plus. I'm James Lott Jr. Another set of my musings being my 50s. I turned 54 this week. So that's very interesting to have that. It's coming up, busy 50 plus. I'm really heading towards legal senior citizen age, 55 of the year. It's kind of funny. And it's this whole thing about being, for me, someone asked me a question. You said you feel lonely or you feel alone. And what do you feel is the difference between the two for yourself, for me, myself, what that means? Because you're surrounded by so much stuff. So here's the thing. So I have learned in the last couple of years, you can be surrounded by a million people and feel alone. Um, you feel like you're on top of the world in some ways, and then you feel lonely in other ways. It happened. Personal life sucks. Professional life, wonderful. That happens too. This both things can happen. It's very interesting. I never knew that until as I got older. That can happen. Once I got in the public eye, I didn't know that either. That it can happen. You can be surrounded by all these people. They have all these. I have all these followers and fans and everything, and you can still feel lonely or alone. Now, I'm not officially alone because I have lots of people in my life, and I live with my brother and all kind of stuff. So I'm not alone, but I do feel lonely at times, and it's not a lack of friendships or anything like that. I have all that. I was caregiving my mother. I mean, so I'm not like I'm not doing nothing, but I'm lonely for certain types of attention and affection that I have not had in years. And much has to do with the pandemic that happens and everything. As you get a little older, and a lot of people who are old, that's why 50 plus, I'm bringing this up, could be one or the other. There are a lot of folks who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s who actually have lots of family, they're surrounded by kids and grandkids, but they may not have a partner or someone really special or someone that actually hangs out with them. Holidays, like everybody comes around, we love you, grandma and grandpa, but the rest of the year it's crickets. Then there's some people who actually are alone. They don't really have very many people. They don't have any friends. They have some family, but really no friends. And they don't really do anything. They feel alone and sometimes and lonely at the same time. But for me, I have tons of, I have more friends than I can even shake a stick at, which I'm very grateful for. I have more family I can shake a stick. I have more family that even I even want. None of that stuff is there. But for me, a lot of times it's that affection that one person can give you, that somebody, it's a different kind of attention, different kind of situation. Romantic, love, all that stuff, like just sex, all that stuff, which I don't have. And it's funny because I'm meeting people who are all taken. They're all taken in some form, who find me winsome or attractive or whatever. And I'll tell you something, it's for the ego at first and for the attention, it's nice. But after a while, it's still empty because they have somebody they go home to or in their lives, and my bed is still empty. I'm still by myself. And that part is tough. And it's tough to say it out loud too for a lot of people, especially for men to say that out loud. But I don't I've been talking about my feelings for years. I don't really care if people think it's crazy or weird, but I always want my feelings because I know there are folks out there who feel the same way. So you're not alone. You're not alone at all in that sense. You may be lonely, but I know how it feels. And everybody says something, you're so charismatic, you're so this and that other. It will take a very special person to come into my life because I don't go out to bars, I don't do all these major things. I work from home, I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm here in my house, my world. Um, and in LA, it's just really tough. Everyone's in their own orbits. and they're feeling their stuff too. And to find somebody to actually you can carry a conversation with and want to hang out with for any length of time is tough. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea either. So I mean, they somebody may think I'm too this or too that or too perky or too this or too stubborn or too. I mean, who knows? They may go small doses of James is fine with them, but they don't want James every day. So it goes both ways. So to find somebody that it connects to. Now I've emotionally connected to certain people in my life. I have, and it's really close and it's fine. And it works sometimes. It helps abate the loneliness a little bit, but it's not. I don't have a person of my own. And so that's something that and I don't know if I get older, if I'll get one. And that's something that I've had to face also. I've had to face some really strong things, as you know, on the show with my family and friends. And that's something that I seriously have just decided this could be something that I may never find anybody. This could be it. And what if it is? I mean, obviously my professional life will go on fine and I'll have great success and all that kind of stuff there. I'm not worried about that. I have my kids and grandkids, and I love them, and that'll be going on too. That's something I have to think about because I'm not some young spring chicken running around in a sea of people where I had somebody every week, basically, so to speak. When you get older, it thins out a bit, and we have a lot more issues that are different health-wise and stuff that we don't have when you're younger. Um, and sometimes we're set in our ways as you get older. You get set in your ways. But I know what I want. I mean, God, I worked all that out. I know what I want, I know what I like. I know what kind of person I want, what kind of person I like. Luckily, I'm very diverse in terms of looks and style, but in terms of basic qualities, I know what I want and what makes me happy and what won't make me happy, which is good for everybody. Everybody should know that at least. To me, like I said, looks wise, it can be whatever. But when it comes to core values and things and style, you should know what you want. And so that everybody's good and clear and it's fine. So I am. But as my birthday approaches, it's just something I get more introspective, just thinking, this is really interesting. I'm at this age. I never thought I'd be alone. I thought I was going to have, well, a person I was with at the time, I thought I was going to be still with them. And that didn't happen. I thought I was done. I thought it was that feeling when I thought I found this person, I'm off the market. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It felt good and everything. And then it fell apart later. But that's really funny. I was just like, oh, okay. I guess that's happening to me. Things happen outside of our control. I just tried to make a basket and I couldn't. I missed it. That's life, right? But I've been enjoying on some level. I mean, it sounds weird, but I've been kind of enjoying sharing my journey with you here on this show, like a couple of my other shows too, but on 50 plus. I created the show for the older person. I wasn't sure where I was going to go. I actually wrote a show called 50 plus. We do featuring older people. And right now I'm on solidarity with the WGA. So I'm not writing anything right now until they finish striking. But I also gonna do some skits, having other conversations with people in their 50s. I have a whole idea about this show that I'm going to keep continuing to do this year. I want to continue to talk about it. I think, as we get older, we're not invisible. You're not going to erase us, and our lives aren't over. There's so much to do. If anything, I'm an example of that, very least. We have energy and vitality, and we have things to say and things to produce, and lives to live. So we're gonna continue doing this. But thank you so much for listening to me, watching the show. And I'm James Lott Jr., of course, and I will talk to you next time on another edition of 50 Plus.